Day on the Occult Detective. Is it the last Hall of Fall? Had an opportunity to pick up about a dozen boxes of books here over the weekend, and yeah, there's some great stuff inside. Let's begin with taking a look at these. So yeah, if Dragonlance is your thing, I did get quite a few of them. I know I was a huge fan when the books first came out. I bought the modules, ran those games for our D&D group, and yeah, just Weiss and Hickman just created something really special there, and yeah, running across this huge lot of the paperback was kind of fun. Also, the Starfinder book, I don't have a lot of interest in, but I do love gaming, and so yeah, I like to look and give things a read and see what other creators are doing, and yeah, so yeah, I didn't mind coming across it. Let's put it that way. But in all those boxes, I thought there was a couple of highlights that I wanted to kind of show off. And so let's take a look at those now. Rima the Jungle Girl showed up in this terrific paperback, Green Mansions. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of this. W.H. Hudson's classic jungle romance adventure, and I just love that cover art. And I read the Rima comics growing up, and so this book was always a favorite of mine as a kid. You know, just giving you a little deeper dive. You know, you come from that Tarzan school, and you're looking for more, and this kind of fit that bill. I also found The Exorcist, William Peter Blatty's classic. This is one of my favorite novels. I read it way too young. Of course, I saw the movie even younger. But yeah, just they call it a masterpiece of horror for a good reason. Now, Blatty himself did not consider this horror. Blatty insisted that this was a supernatural police procedural, or kind of an occult detective yarn. I agree totally. Fantastic book. This is a later paperback edition, but anytime I see it, I pick it up because somebody's going to want it, and I'm more than happy to give it to them. A little lighter is this kind of fun Luke Skywalker Can't Read and Other Geeky Truths. Well, being a bit of a geek myself, I thought this would be fun to kind of read through. It's an ex-library. You know, sometimes you need something kind of fun to read to, spend an hour or two with, and, well, this is that. Michael Moorcock fans would be probably thrilled with this edition of The End of All Songs. Love Moorcock. This is part of his Dancers at the End of Time trilogy. It's first edition, 1976, I think. But yeah, really cool. I like the cover art. And yeah, you can't go wrong with Moorcock. So, speaking of things that you can't go wrong with, the West End Horror. Some Sherlock Holmes pastiche. This was by Nicholas Meyer. This also came out in 1976. Love the cover, and look forward to checking this out. So I'm going to leave you with a bit of a tease, actually. I'm a big fan of the work of Joseph Campbell, and I own several editions of his work. These were in the boxes that we picked up. The Hero's Journey, this is a newer edition, and The Flight of the Wild Gander. Now this is one I have not read yet, so particularly thrilled to have this one. Explorations in the mythological dimensions of fairy tales, legends, and symbols. Barking right up my tree. So yeah, he is a renowned mythologist, and I just love his work, and I'm looking forward to delving into this. So, is that the last haul of fall? Surely not. There's more to come. I'm pretty positive. But until then, this will have to do. This is Thanksgiving week here in the United States. So, I may be a little more scarce than usual, but fear not. If you need me, I'll be in the shadows.